out the window.
Yep.
Durrani!
Using golf clubs to take care of the pigeon problems.
Yeah, the other day, a pigeon coming all the way from from another district just shot his pigeon right out of the air.
As you get onto the top step, you notice that there's a dead pigeon there. They keep on dying here, as Gregory says as he pushes it over the edge.
They're not manly enough to survive up here. Oh! Bends a metal pipe.
Right this way.
Oh, I thought we were talking to Malik already.
No, you're still talking to Gregory.
I'm going to kick the pigeon away.
Yeah, Gregory's already kicked the pigeon off the steps, and it falls onto somebody's head. Daddy!
I'm gonna look down. Ooh, that looks like it. Ouch.
Alright, as you enter...
I'm gonna lean over to Kalinda. We gotta remember not to come around here at the bottom floor.
Either that or we start wearing helmets.
Umbrella would be nice. They invent those yet? I don't know.
Well, they had parasols quite a while back, I'm sure. I don't know if they had mechanical folding umbrellas like they do nowadays, but I know they had parasols.
Yeah, they do have parasols, so that would work. Or just bring a parasol along.
Or just borrow a shield and put it on a stick.
Hell, we could just use the shield and hold it above our heads.
Then it wouldn't be as stylish.
Okay, we're done now.
As you go into the field, as you go into the office, you see a dwarvish figure bending over to a seems like a statue of a holy place, and quick knowledge knows that this is Torog's symbol that he's praying to.
Yeah, I think that was already mentioned that he worshipped Torog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm guessing it would be like DC 10 to recognize the symbol.
What is it, intelligence for religion?
Yeah.
Yep.
He looks over at Gregory quickly and says, what is it? He asks politely. You have an appointment at 1 o'clock. He nods slyly, gets up, and goes over to his desk. Bring him in.
Okay, we're gonna go in.
I was gonna say, that's your cue.
Well, the thing is, there are some things you should just assume. Bring them in. We go in.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Like, there are just some times when you pause waiting for us to give a thing, and it's like, we're gonna do the exact thing that you think we're going to do, right?
Yeah, I know you're gonna do it, but I want to make sure that you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
It's the awkward side.
Right. Also, one of you might want to just go outside and not be a part of this discussion. Who knows?
Well, I'm the one who wanted it, and the mage is the only one who could explain it to me if he does give it, so we're both kind of needed.
Yep.
Alright.
I need to translate English to Foxy Floof.
Okay. He recognizes you guys from your performances in the arena.
Recognizes you guys as those guys.
Yes, Team Those Guys.
We probably want to change our name at some point.
Yeah, I was going to say that we're going to have to do a brainstorming session and come up with something better than that.
Hello! I didn't even think about it, but Monty has probably been following us the entire time.
Yeah. Yes, he has.
I didn't think about the little stegosaurus going up the flight of stairs.
Oh, it's going down the stairs that's usually a problem with four-legged animals. They can go upstairs just fine.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's probably the downstairs trot that's hurtful.
So we want Monty to go in front of us then, so we don't have. So he
Yes,
doesn't
that is
roll
correct.
and end up with spikes in our back.
Yep.
All right, as you guys are saying that, he looks at you. Ah, yes. Team those guys. What can I do for you this evening?
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm not gonna dance around it. For one thing, how willing would you be to give any knowledge of that non-lethal ring that you have?
We try to keep that as secretive as possible.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't say that. That's too bad. But yeah, that's pretty much what I came here about. I'll at least explain it. Have you ever perhaps been to Tangia? Tangia? Yeah.
A few times when I was younger, I used to be an adventurer myself.
Then he
As
took
he
an arrow
says.
to me.
Did you perhaps ever hear of the Yanagi Circus?
I've actually been there a few times. It's been about maybe 50 years or so.
My parents own that.
Ah,
My father's the ringleader.
Master. Ringmaster.
Ringmaster, ringleader, whatever.
Well,
Interest-
one implies crime and the other is...
interesting. So I'm guessing that you are a member of this circus.
Yes.
He used to be the bearded lady.
I'm going to elbow her.
And I'm gonna... Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
I'm here to translate the magical type stuff for him.
I think you
I
mean
meant-
me.
Oh,
I meant him.
I'm traveling around. I'm just at the moment. I'm just seeing the world.
Ah. What brings you to my little corner of the earth?
Make some extra money while I'm here.
You
I
know,
mean, as long as
there's always need for extra money in Absalom. As he smiles.
Anyways, the reason why I was hoping was because I figured that that ring that you have would be incredibly useful to things like our acrobats and such.
They could be, but it's gonna probably take a little bit of convincing on my part to share our secrets. If you really wish,
you have in mind?
if you really wish to, I could part with the secrets, but you're gonna have to pay a fine for one, and you're gonna also have to sign a contract of secrecy.
Understood. Okay. What was the first part that he said? I understood.
have to pay- You're gonna have to pay a fine.
gonna have to pay
You
a fee for it. It's like a licensing fee.
Okay.
50 gold.
And how much? Huh?
Licensing fee and a non-disclosure agreement.
I understood that. I'm wondering what Darren just said.
50
50
gold.
Oh, that's it? That's exactly what I got paid. Jeez. That's not in character. Sure, I'll throw that down there.
As he searches around his desk and he pulls out a form.
I assume you don't mind if I let my friend take a look at this either. She was here to translate magic for me. I'm
enough.
not exactly a caster
Fair
myself.
enough. As he looks over to you, then you must sign as well.
Sure. She signs.
I'm
After
gonna
reading it, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it first. I was gonna say.
Alright, it seems like a basic non-disclosure agreement. Don't talk about it. If you do, we'll hold you in court. We'll also find you with fraud. You are able, if you wish to use our material, you must first pay a licensing fee, etc., etc.
Okay, I'm fine with all of this. I'm going to sign on the dotted line.
Alright. He smiles and looks at both of you. Very well. Thank you for your assistance. As he gets up from his chair, he turns around and you notice that this guy is a dwarf.
I thought it was already mentioned that he was a dwarf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was already mentioned.
Okay,
It was
if you have already mentioned it, then that's good. Didn't know if you guys already knew.
Well, you said that there was a dwarf sitting at the
yeah,
at
at
his
the
holy shrine.
Yeah, shrine.
Alright. He leads you around, and he looks at Gregory quickly. Make sure you take care of that problem with Gaius. Gregory sighs again. He's gone and killed another person, hasn't he?
Gaius was the guy with the bad teeth, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy again.
He's always seems to be some sort of problem maker. Sadly, no, he hasn't killed someone this time, which in one point makes me happy, and in another makes me sad.
In my pants.
Why the sad part?
Because I'm a paladin, and I really want a reason.
Wait, I thought he said that he didn't kill someone and he was partly sad because he didn't kill them.
He's partly sad.
He wants a reason to be able to lay the smackdown on his candy ass, but but the Gaius hasn't done anything warranting it yet.
Okay, I understand now. If you ever want someone else, I do have a bone to pick with him.
You might try, but Gaius is a tough fighter.
I'm just saying some extra help in case. I'm not saying that you need it, but I would love to be there watching.
That would be very helpful if you could.
Laughing, watching, pointing, mocking.
Shooting, all that stuff.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna run 5 miles away and try to shoot a bullet into my head? How did you know?
Alright. As he leads you across the stairs to a in-plane, and he shows you a few pillars that have been set up. These pillars, as he said, have a special rune on them. Each rune is significant as a part of the spell.
I'm going to give the magic user a pen and paper. A quill and paper.
They
sure as hell don't understand it.
What has happened is that our mages... This place used to be used as a cult sacrificing ring for a god of blood. Nowadays, it's not used for that, it's used for basic enjoyment.
I could see why you would not want people to know about that. That's for sure.
And one of the ways to ensure that we do not harm... that our contestants do not get harmed is to make sure that they have a to make sure that the sigils and the runes are actually kept safe. Sometimes we turn them off for specific reasons, like for prisoner executions or fights against slaves or other prisoners, I guess. But most of the time we keep it up for...
so that would explain why that kobold's head went off of the rest of his body.
Yes, that was very gruesome. But we do not but it's harder, but we don't allow it for actual participants of the gladiatorial arena. Why? Because because the profit made out of losing a person is negligible to the amount that you actually get. Meaning that I can't make any money if my stars are all dead.
Understood. And you also don't want to pay them to give them more incentives so that they survive more and are more worth watching the fight.
That too.
Right?
That too. It is a business. As he leads you around, you can take a look at the symbols and study them, Kalinda. Do a quick spellcraft check.
The one problem I'm starting to see here is I was hoping it was something a little bit more portable.
Sadly, it's not. Kalinda, you actually no. You are starting to memorize how the spell workout is laying out. It's like the abjuration people are saying. It seems to be a modified rune spell that has a rune of protection on it. That deals only non-lethal damage instead of full protection.
I'm sure we could still try and find some way to make use of this, though.
Alright, you're quickly being led around some more. And, do a quick perception check, Linda.
Okay.
Nice. What you needed. And, do another spellcraft check. Excellent. As you walk around to see the certain runes that are on these pillars, you notice that one is different.
Okay, different how?
With taking a quicker look at it and your spellcraft check, you can tell it's the same rune, but it's imperfect. Something's been smudged out about it. And with your vast knowledge of magical lore, you know that that's a bad thing, because without a perfect rune, you are not able to actually provocatively cast the spell. That means that the spell will fail.
Well, she'll point it out.
What?
Oh, that thing right there, that's not good.
What?
I switched accents in between that.
Yeah.
He looks
Got a bit of
over
a
and
smudge on the rune here. It's like someone's taken off a little bit with a chisel or something.
he runs over, says, "The hell? Nobody has. It's hard to get restriction up here. Gregory!" he yells out. As Gregory comes over. "What is it, sir?" Somebody's trying to get rid of one of the rooms, trying to tamper with it. We need a full-scale search right now of this arena to see who it is. By the looks of it, it seems to have only been worn off recently. Interesting, he says, with a small smirk on his face.
So is there another entrance down here? Or, well, you probably don't want to tell me that, actually.
I say it's interesting because tonight's evening event stars Gaius.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. I'm saying that in character.
Sadly, that's what
He does not seem like the good type.
His opponent seemed to be a paladin of Iamide, and he was itching to. I remember him telling me about how he's itching to take the goody two-shoes arm off and snap him in twine. If my words are correct.
Yeah, I'm sure our paladin would love to do the same thing with him. He was trying to do that before. He was trying to do that out of battle at one point.
Can you help me out searching for whoever did this quickly?
Sure.
Certainly.
Thank you.
This area, though, I'm wondering if we all.
Kalinda's gonna have Monty go up and take a big old sniff and try and
Okay, Monty can do a tracking.
sort things out via scent. Is that perception or survival?
That's survival.
Okay.
Okay, Monty's able to get a scent, and you see him. You see him like doing what a Stegosaurus would do, some sort of howling thing, not like a dog, but yeah, something like that. Something
Now
like
he
that.
sounds like a Wookiee.
Yeah, I don't know what Stegosaurus is.
No one knows what Stegosaurus
No one knows what
sound like.
Stegosauruses do, dude.
So we'll just
They could
pretend
say-
it's the Wookiee noise.
Mhm.
They could go meet for all we know.
Alright, as you quickly follow As you quickly follow him, you start to see that it leads to a small room.
This is where I keep my deformed son, Kevin. We have him chained to the walls, and I throw in rats twice a day.
You know,
Sadly, no. This seems to be like some sort of storage room.
Okay. So is it locked or unlocked or?
Check the door quickly to see if it is.
Well, then check it. Then check the door.
Alright, you check the door. It seems to be unlocked.
All right.
Which perks Malik's knowledge, because normally this sort of door should be considered locked. This is where they keep the live animals.
Yeah.
Ooh, live animals. I am interested in this location as a person who has a ride check and handle animal.
I need it. As you open the door quickly, you see a few tigers have been let out. They seem to be chewing on somebody.
That ain't good.
Who else was allowed down here but Gregory?
Multiple people of the staff are allowed down here.
Ah.
If anybody...
So who's the fellow they're chewing on? He look familiar?
Okay, so I'll go up and try and use handle animal before they start deciding that we look tasty.
Alright.
All right. What's your handle animal bonus?
I think I have a pretty good one because I have it in train. I have a +8 handle animal.
Okay, I'll aid another. Yep. I give 2 to your roll as long as it's higher than that, and it damn well ought to be.
You could always get a 1, don't jinx it. Okay, he gets a 20. That's good enough. As you're able to calm the two down and are somehow leading them back by their ears into their cage.
Just grab their ears. Here, kitty, kitty.
It's very impressive, but you can tell that these guys are tamed off already, so it seems like somebody just let them loose.
Yeah, we're not dealing with wild animals here. We're just dealing with although they are used to kill people in the arena, I'm assuming, so.
Yeah, they're for the prisoners and slaves.
Yeah, I would figure. I would hope so, really.
And you don't reek of incontinence and desperation. And you obviously have hats, so you're not poor and Irish.
I'm not understanding Vaughn's joke, and I'm not caring.
Team Fortress 2 reference. People without hats are referred to as poor and Irish.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I always hear them referred to as noobs.
Alright, as you can take a quick look over the guy, but there's not much to go off of. It seems like he's been chewed away very nicely. What's left seems to be just meat, just a few bones and some meat. You can take a quick look around to see if there's anything in the massive pile of, well, ground beef, as it were, to see if there's anything you can find.
I don't really want to touch it, but I'm assuming we have not much choice.
Oh, you can always not choose to touch it, but that's going off of not knowing what the hell went on.
Yeah, if anything, I'm assuming the paladin might be able to check, but, whatever.
I'm not there.
The other paladin.
Oh.
The paladin that's an NPC.
Yeah, that guy. He's lame. Mine's better.
Here's the TF2 image.
Right.
Oh, I hit the wrong link. Vicule a unitive measurement? What? I clicked on a link in my other group.
Okay, so, what? Are you gonna touch it? Are either one of you going to be sniffing around in it?
Can we get Monty to look in it?
Oh. So
Stories don't come
I'm
out
sorry.
being-
I was looking for the cartoon. What were you saying?
He was asking if either of us are going to, put our hands in the minced meat that used to be a person.
Uh,
And then I asked, can we get Monty to do it? Nah, I'm gonna, let's see, what is it, a search, or... What check is it anyways?
search would be perception.
Perception. Okay, I have perception trained at least. Well, perception's hard to not be trained normally.
Yeah, it's the most important skill in the game, as I keep mentioning,
Yeah, I know.
and the one that's used most often.
What's your perception?
A lot. I think I have. Yep, +9.
I have a +7, so you want to check it?
Let's both roll, and whoever rolls higher have an 8. Oh. Yep, you'll help me out a little bit.
Okay. So I'm guessing that's a 23 for your search if you get the +2 from Yasuko.
25. Monty's helping too.
Mm-hmm.
Monty's
Alright.
sticking his nose. So we're all going to be bloody.
Alright, as you grind
Monty's
your
holding
feet in,
Glinda's spear.
That's how he's
as you guys sniff around the thing that used to be a human, you're able to find a few notes on him. Seem to be of magical sorts.
Hopefully not too stained with blood to read.
You also see a letter torn in half. It seems like the
That's
top
going to
part
be
is.
That's going to be mysterious, and we're going to be wondering about it once we read it.
Yep. So
As
let's
well,
take a look at the papers.
All of them.
it seems like a few of them are part of the ruins and show which part is needed to disrupt it. Another part of it shows like some sort of guidance between two groups of people working together. As well as it seems like one order to do this to get rid of the rune, and then when later at night to come back and fix it again.
Oh,
Okay, so
That's
someone for the specific fight with the evil guy wanted to ruin the rune, then fix it so that it looked like a complete accident, then, which would also ruin the reputation of the arena if you had the paladin murdered in cold blood here. I'm going to mention this in character. So he was going to be murdering a paladin, making it look like a mistake. But if he wanted him to come back and fix it, there's no reason that he would silence him, so someone else had to let the tigers out.
You are correct. Take a quick
Well,
look at
that's-
the locks.
Yeah, this is just wheels within wheels types of planning here. Sounds like those tricky bastard elves. Or their dark-skinned cousins.
I like how
There's
you're just
nothing
like,
wrong with
or,
that, Grim. That's
or their-
racist.
or their dark-skinned cousins, maybe. Like you're just, well, sounds like those bastard elves. I mean, wow.
Now that you mention it, you start to see movement within the heaping mess of what it used to be human.
Oh dear.
Oh, great.
What is
Okay, I'm
that?
gonna pull out my gun and wait to see what it is.
It seems that the entire thing is moving.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, it's a zombie, isn't it?
As you hear cries and wails of pain coming from this creature, Malik pushes you guys aside, give a blessing to Torog, and say, "May you find peace in afterlife." As he cleaves its head off as he cleaves it in twain, with holy blow after holy blow.
I'm going to shoot it as well if it's more than one round.
Uh-oh. It's a Walking Dead RPG.
No.
Immediately
No,
start
with-
looking around for
between-
startled zombies.
As soon as you see as soon as both of you guys are just done massacring this thing, it's stopped moving.
Yeah, and just for the record, for roleplay reasons, I am going to be using my holy bullets. So, I'm just gonna say I used 2 of my holy pitted bullets.
All right.
Since I assumed that he's pretty high level and took it out pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. The paladin sighs quickly to himself. What a damn shame.
Yeah,
But
that
things
was
don't
decided.
But things don't add up. Why would if this was Gaius's doing, sure, he'd want to ruin the reputation, get me probably kicked out, and then him take over the throne. But why would he kill him?
See, I'm wondering whether we should mention the drow or not, because from what I heard, it was supposed to be pretty hushed. I'm gonna go ahead and mention it, since, I'm
Kind of
assuming...
let it slip.
Hmm?
The bastard elves or their dark-skinned cousins.
Oh, yeah, you
kind
have
of let
a
it
point
already
there.
slip.
If I tell you something, can you can you swear to keep it secret?
He smiles at you. Does it help you don't want me to sign anything?
Just your word as a paladin.
He smiles. My word is always paladins.
Good. This is a bit. This is really hush hush here, but do you know the rumors about the drow trying to take over the city?
I've heard a few of them. Always figured that they. Wait
We
a minute.
were. I don't know if you heard about this down the line, but we went into the what was the district that was ruined again? The zombie area.
Precipice
We went to the
quarters.
precipice quarters, and we found a note there from from a dark elf family,
Oh
from
no.
a drow family, and it also mentioned undead minions. So I have a feeling that this has something to do with drow.
Couldn't be them. As he says.
I'm thinking you have 2 different parties at work here.
Yeah, I was afraid of this. I'm guessing Roland already told you about the Adaragans, hasn't he?
Yes, I think.
Darren, has he? I don't.
Yes, he has.
Okay. What was that again? The jewels or
It's
something?
the Drow family that you guys suspect is
Oh,
behind this.
yeah. Yeah, it's the Adaragans.
Now this proves to be a problem. I thought we got rid of them finally.
I'm going to go. We should probably try and check in the animal with the animal pens, because they might have been let out recently. I mean, well, something still had to make that thing undead, and it didn't seem to be moving when they were eating it, so it could still be here.
Yeah, good luck with that. As you guys can do a quick check around to see who it is. To see if you can find it.
I was gonna check where they keep the animals in the cages, because something had to let
Bang!
it.
Natural 20.
Alright. Kalinda is able to spot this. She sees some drow above her head.
Is she going to point it out so I can shoot it?
Acid splash.
As you do that, you see the drow casting darkness above you, ahead of you guys, and cackling. I guess. Alright.
You know, we probably
But,
should have done that
she's
check
gonna-
before
gonna be-
admitting that we know their plans.
It's going to be hard as hell for her to cast because she just took damage.
Took damage. How much? It'd be a concentration check with that,
Yep.
right?
20
Yep.
plus damage. Jeez.
20 plus damage.
That's the concentration check you have to make? Jeez.
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna make
So
a
she
quick
needs
roll
to make
over
a
here.
DC 23.
Well, also, I'm not using actual spell, I'm using her spell-like abilities.
Oh.
That's a different story then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drow
as
just
she takes-
automatically can cast darkness then, I'm assuming?
Yeah. As you
Gotcha.
guys...
Dang it.
Yeah, it's a power that the Drow have.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure it's just like the Dragor, that you get invisibility once a day and you get increased size once a day.
As you hear her laughing and cackling, well, I guess that one was just an experiment. Don't worry. When you
Going
die
after
too,
her?
I'll make sure that your corpses are...
Going right after her, because she's bloody monologuing.
Yeah, seriously, if she's...
You stupid bitch, I can hear you, you know.
Alright, you're able to point out where the voices are coming from. And you
Yeah,
go out...
I'm also gonna try that.
And Monty doesn't need to see to be able to hit her. He can smell her.
Alright?
I got a 26 on my perception.
Alright, you're able to find her by her voice. And
So
that
can
will
I
lead
shoot
you
her?
outside. Yeah, you're able to shoot her. Let's see if you can. You can.
Unfortunately, she's probably gonna be dex-based, so... Although she is a caster. So let's see, my bonus is, yep, and... Is she within 50 feet?
Who knows?
Well, he
She
made a
probably-
perception check. He ought to know generally where she is.
Especially with the 26.
Well, you know that you can hear her, and you know that she's close, so you could surmise that she's probably within 30 to so much feet of you.
With a perception check that high, I do believe it's narrowed down to what square she's in.
Yeah, she's about, if that's gonna be the case, then probably he's
It's
gonna...
like 30 to 40 feet is the optimum range I was hoping for, so...
Yeah, that's about right where she is. So you're able to pinpoint her exactly.
That'll be to her touch AC?
Does she
Yes.
have concealment?
Oh, she also has
That was-
concealment as well.
That was the perception. That was the... what the
Right. I
perception
know. No,
check.
I'm talking about the mischance
Yeah.
fire.
Oh. What's the mischance then?
So
The,
seeing as you guys in darkness, I'd guess it'd be to cover.
It would be what?
It'd be some sort of cover, since you can't
so
since you're able to hear her,
it's
but
like
you
a-
can't point.
50-50 shot, really.
Well, I got
It's-
over 50, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to hit her. You hear a
And-
screech.
7 damage.
You hear a screech of pain. And as she quickly says, "You will pay for that." And you hear a giant blast of energy. Like
Well,
a giant...
Kalinda should still get a shot on her, too.
Mhm.
Kalinda made a perception check, so...
Yep.
You could try.
Monty's gonna have Monty charge at her.
Alright, by the time Monty is able to see this, though,
He's not seeing, he's smelling.
well, as soon as he gets to it, you'll notice that she's not there anymore.
Cutscene. Gotta hate him.
Yeah.
You love them when they help you out, you hate them when they don't.
Don't worry, sooner or later you'll be able to face her off and kill her properly.
I'm sure when I find the elf that the dark elf that has the ear taken off by a bullet, I'll realize it's her.
You shot her in the ear?
I shot her somewhere, and I'm assuming, and I figured Darren would make mention of that.
Oh.
I actually didn't get to see her face at all. Kalinda's the only one who got to see her.
Trail of blood? Hmm.
She
Well-
probably teleported or something.
Well, take a look and see where it is. See for yourself.
As soon as the darkness clears.
Oh, I can fix. I can fix that. Light.
You do realize magical darkness does not work.
I
Magical
thought
light does not work in-
Magical darkness. Magical darkness is countered by an equal level magical light spell.
Do you have an equal level magical light spell? Because normal cantrip light spell doesn't work.
If I recall correctly, darkness is a level 0 spell in Pathfinder.
No, it isn't. It's a level 2 spell.
Not level 2 spell? Okay, then no, I can't do it.
And actually, it doesn't matter on caster level, just the level of the spell.
Just low.
Oh, that's unfortunate. If her hit dice were lower than your caster level, you could have done it. Because it's a spell-like ability, and it probably goes off for hit dice.
Yeah, normally something like that needs to be countered with a daylight spell. You can't just use a light spell.
Okay, so we gotta wait.
I must be thinking. I must be thinking of a different spell then, because I could have sworn that there was like low. It was a low-level spell that was like the same exact level as light. Maybe I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Maybe it's called dark.
Nessa, why are you purring at me?
Your dog's purring.
My dog purrs. Her whine sounds like
more
a purr.
like it's whimpering.
Yeah, her whine sounds kind of like a purr. So I say that she's purring.
Oh, okay. It also kind of sounds like an owl. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, are you hooting at me? Is that what you're doing? Is you hooting at me?
Okay, so once the darkness clears, since she's already gone, do we see a trail of blood, or is it just did she just disappear?
You seem a puddle of blood, but besides that, it doesn't seem to be leading anywhere. Oh, you can tell by the splatter marks that you hit her somewhere where there's a lot of blood.
Sweet.
Start swinging around the pole arm, just in case she's hanging around and invisible.
I'm going to duck before I have my head taken off.
You don't.
Yep. I didn't
You
think.
don't hit it.
I
You're just swinging wildly.
didn't think anything would come out of it. Just had to make sure.
Well, if she was invisible, it would still leave a trail of blood.
True that she could be just invisible and standing around. Make sure to give the ceiling a few pokes with the pointy end.
Right. You do that, you're sure that there's nobody there.
So great, she teleported. Whoa, that's in character, by the way.
Is this the same drow chick that was?
Probably
Yeah.
not, and we
Okay.
wouldn't know anyway. If you're talking about the seamstress, that's my answer.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the only drow chick we've met.
It's physically impossible for her to be the same one because this is going on while Jack was.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a
Dealing
good
with
point
the
too.
mob.
So, you look over at Malik, who seems to be a bit flustered by this whole experience. Seems like something is amiss here.
This kind of stuff seems to follow me everywhere.
And I know exactly who that person was.
You know
I
exactly.
thought I killed her a long time ago. Well-
Great. So you have someone who wants revenge on you and is going to and plans to mess with your arena. That makes a bit more sense.
Well, it's actually the entire family that I thought I killed.
Oh, great. Family grudge. You really have problems now, don't you?
More than you realize. You might want to get in contact with Roland and tell him that Briza Agdragon has attacked.
Okay. How soon are you gonna get onto that rune? Or can you just stop the match?
I can quickly get rid of it. I can quickly fix it up. As he runs over to Gregory. Go find Go find our magician.
I hope that pile of goop wasn't your magician.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Dun dun dun.
Actually,
And here would be where a dick would end the campaign. Are you going to be a dick?
No, I'm not going to be a dick.
Okay.
besides, I still have to
End the
try.
session.
I still have to try to infiltrate the Human Liberation Front. That's my next plan.
Alright, so you're pretty much going to be done there. He bids you adieu for helping him out, and he says he'll find a way to help you. He'll find a way to help out with the drow problem, as well properly gives both of you 200 gold for helping spot error, as well
Hey,
as probably saving
Hey, does
lives.
Jack know that these guys are here?
No, you probably just fell asleep.
I only mentioned it to her. Like, I didn't feel any need to mention it to any of you guys.
Yeah, no. If he had known, he'd probably go see you guys and tell you and give you the heads
Tell you
up on
about the
what
drow
just
lady.
happened to him.
Here we are at home.
Anything else interesting happened with Jack hanging out, walking around?
No, you see a few
Okay.
bananas.
Yeah, then he's gonna head back after a little while
So,
with his awesome new scarf.
his awesome new pink frilly scarf.
Actually, it's a nice dark blue.
Yeah, I figured that.
I just imagined it was red, like one of those long flowing hero scarves that you just see on their
Sure, why
neck
not?
as it flows in the breeze.
No,
Sure, why
make
not? It
it
could be
yellow
red.
and have Isaac's scarf. I really hope one of you gets that.
I do.
Yes, I get it. Golden Sun reference.
Yes.
It's not a yellow scarf, it's a red scarf. He's Beautiful Joe.
Oh yeah. Wait, I thought his scarf was pink.
Yeah,
and
no,
his
Beautiful
uniform
Joe's
was red.
scarf is pink.
Okay.
I don't see a drow making a pink scarf. Sorry.
No, usually they make dark.
That's what the rebellious teenage type drow do.
Yeah, no,
Since
let's
they're
go
already
with the
wearing
dark blue.
since they're already wearing dark leather.
They start wearing,
the
like-
usual rebellious teenage thing to do is wear dark leather. So if their parents are wearing dark leather, they're gonna wear pink and fuzzy.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm just
Drow
imagining.
teenage rebellion is outfitting yourself in Hello Kitty attire.
That's great. Yeah,
That is hilarious. I want to see a comic book like that.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, find me an artist and we'll talk.
Alright.
you know,
As you guys
I could probably do it.
As you guys are brought back together, you guys can discuss your dinner over Alouette making dinner. She's making a
Discuss
pot.
our dinner over Alouette making dinner.
Discuss over what happened today while you guys are making dinner.
You
While
know,
Alouette's making.
you know those guys who jumped us? They were paid off by the Human Liberation Front.
Oh my God! What a surprise!
And somebody's been
That
fooling
doesn't
around.
surprise me at all.
That was the joke.
This is no time to joke. This
You
is
suck,
serious.
McBain.
I
Well, he
said
wasn't
that
here to do
character
it.
too. Turns out we went to the arena today to check out something about that spell with the with the non-lethal. Apparently, people have been messing around with it.
And by people, we mean those pointy-eared, black-skinned bastards, the dark elves. There's
One of them tried to murder us with some kind of undead abomination. Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, before we go to the house, Darren, we were supposed to talk
Yeah,
to
we need to talk to Roland.
Roland.
Alright.
I forgot about that.
Alright, you are able to go over, tell Roland what he needs to know, and he sighs meaningfully and he says, "Alright."
Okay, now we can continue with the dinner. And also that guy with the bad teeth. Yeah, he was apparently trying to mess with it too. It seems that they definitely seem like two completely different parties because the Dark Elves ended up ruining his plan. So
Sabotage.
Some say sabotage, others say sabotage.
Sabotage.
That is vandalism, and he must be brought to justice.
We don't have proof, though. It's not like he wrote it out in his name.
Meanwhile, you notice that Jack has a new scarf. It's nice and blue and it seems silky.
Ooh, where'd you get that?
I am
scarf?
Jack's metrosexual fashion sense.
Oh, the scarf?
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Thank you. Saved a person.
Oh.
Yeah, just a warning. If there's any bricks thrown through the windows in the next couple days, they're probably aimed at me.
What did you do?
You know how everybody in the city seems to hate everybody else?
Yep.
They really, really seem to hate drows of all kinds.
Well, of course.
No matter what.
That's understandable after the one tried to kill us. Yeah, I can kind of see why after that one tried to kill us with the undead abomination and then left us. Fortunately, I got a shot in on her, though.
Drow are usually evil.
For the record, if some type of drow assassin comes, it's probably aimed at me.
Yeah, well, there was a drow. She just wanted to make a living as a seamstress, and people were trying to beat down her door. I stopped them long enough for the cops to get there.
You know, I actually just thought, okay, I'm going to, that drow that... Okay, Darren, did I actually get to see that drow? At all? Did I get to see her face or anything? God,
no, you weren't able to see her face. The only person who was able to see her face was,
Kalinda.
Kalinda.
God.
If you wish me to describe it, it looks like a bone...
No, that's not the problem. Darren, I can turn into anyone that I see.
Ah, okay.
I really wish I saw her. That would have been the best thing. That could have been so helpful to us.
Well, too bad. Maybe next time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I plan to go check out, check by the shop, her shop tomorrow to make sure nothing's gone wrong before our match.
Would you mind if I come with you? You remember how I was mentioning that that if we ever want to infiltrate the drow, we'd kind of need someone that I could try and look like a drow?
Yeah, I don't think she would appreciate that.
Well, I'm going to ask her permission, of course.
I suppose, but trust me, if you do anything bad, I will not... If you do anything to freak her the fuck out, I will punch you in the face.
Understandable.
Excellent. As long as we're on the same page.
Really, I would just use the drow that showed up earlier, but unfortunately I never got to see her. Only Kalinda did. Sneaky bitch.
What, drow being sneaky?
Suddenly, the omnipotent voice in the sky goes, "Oh wow, a drow being sneaky! I would have never guessed."
Of course, drow are sneaky.
Even the gods are yelling at you. No shit, Sherlock.
Like I said
And yes,
before.
Go home,
like
Paylor, you're drunk.
Yes, they all sound like John Wayne. Well, no shit, Pilgrim. The drow are sneaky bastards.
Well, then
Holy
we
bitches.
ought to put the party in a circle.
Oh, I love doing John Wayne.
You're gonna make a character with John Wayne's voice at some point, aren't you?
Probably.
And I'm going to absolutely despise you for it.
You got something against John Wayne Pilgrim?
No, but every time Darren does an accent, he overdoes it. He uses it way too much, and it pisses me off. Like, yeah.
That's the point.
Nah.
The point
Well,
that the DM is doing is
Maybe
to try
I'll
and
just
piss me
only
off.
use this accent from now on, huh, Pilgrim?
Why I want to
It's better than yeah. How would you feel if I went yeah the entire session? Yeah.
Casey, I don't think your Kennedy accent is up to date.
I scored 4 times 7 years ago.
for supper I want a potty platter.
Okay, weird accent
Dude,
aside.
you say
This is gonna be the end of
car
the.
in
This is
Harvard
gonna
Yard.
be the end of the session.
Kid, what are you? Retarded?
This is gonna
Okay,
be the
buddy,
end of
go.
the session.
Yay.
What you guys are gonna be able tomorrow. Next time you guys are probably gonna be doing some more actiony stuff. Since today was just building up to how much of a threat this
Yep,
is.
we didn't even have one combat this session.
This was more building.
Kind of
Yep.
combat. We got to
Well,
shoot.
kind of sort of had combat.
Oh, I never even specified what bullet I probably just used a regular bullet. Or actually, I probably had a holy bullet still loaded up from that. So I probably shot a holy bullet at her too, of all things.
Oh, great! Now she's gonna have a great big festering wound on her.
Yeah, I still would have had the holy bullet from that freaking because the last thing I was shooting at was the undead, so I probably still had a bullet ready for that. Just in case one of those things came back. So yeah, I used 3 holy bullets, so I had a good session with this. I got to use 3 holy bullets.
You shot 8 times. See, I'll prove it. Oh, one's in the chamber. Whatever.
I figured you meant 6, but whatever.
That is the end of the session. This is just a mark so I can do highlights better.
Alright, to be quite honest, nothing really happened in this session. It was just building.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
That's
Just
good.
building.
We need more.
I like this session.
We need more roleplay sessions, things with less combat.
I'm really sorry that I couldn't get here earlier, though.
That's alright.
I mean, we don't want our entire session to be.
We didn't actually start until almost
Like 5 or
4.
so.
For the record, Darren, like I mentioned before, I also do plan to try and infiltrate the Human Liberation Front, so don't be surprised when I do that.
I'm not surprised. I was actually thinking that was what you guys are gonna do next session.
I mean, I can turn into any human whatsoever. I need to use that.
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna want to do that too because now it's confirmed that we're being targeted by them.
The thing is, all of you guys are known by him, and I'm the only shapeshifter in the entire party. It's best for me to just do it by myself and just give you guys info.
Well, we are only level 2.
Well, we'll gain
Unless
a few
we level
levels.
up to 3.
We'll gain a few levels inside the
would
building.
I hope we got to level 3 with this. We did some good role-playing this session.
Yeah, next time you might get level 3.
Hate you.
It's every 3.5 sessions is a good time to level. That's the general rule. Really, if you do all the math.
Alright, I'll see you guys later. I got some dishes.